Well, we're live.
We are live. Happy Sunday, everybody. I hope you're all having a wonderful fall weekend wherever you are. I just stuck my head outside a few minutes ago and saw the yard is covered in leaves. It's that time of year, but it looks so beautiful out there. It's been a rainy day here, though.
Thanks for joining us today. And today we are going to talk about the cruise community, not only the cruise community in general, but the cruise community you built, cruise community that we've found ourselves in. What's it like to go on a group cruise? What does it look behind the scenes of being a patron member? We're going to do all that today and see if we can get through all this rainy weather we've got outside. If I don't talk, you don't talk. That's the rule I learned today. You can say words.
Well, hello, everyone. Again, thank you for joining us. We are Jill and Jerry, the Cruising Canucks. This is Bruno, who likes to make an appearance throughout all of our lives.
Yeah, so this is our Sunday Live, and if you're not catching us live, you might be catching us in replay on YouTube later on in the day, or even as a podcast on Monday on Spotify, Apple Music, all over the places you find your podcasts. Mm-hmm. So yeah, it is fall for sure. We were kind of fooled into thinking fall wasn't here the last time I spoke to you because it was hot outside. It was almost 30 degrees Celsius. Mm-hmm. And now it is almost 30 degrees Fahrenheit. Not quite, but it's raining and it's cooling off this week, I guess.
Oh yeah, but it's been beautiful. Yeah. Even last night was lovely temperature-wise. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. So we have been busy. We are preparing for another cruise.
We are.
We have been busy because we are preparing to go back to weekly lives starting this week.
That's right.
Though it will be interrupted by a couple cruises in the next few months.
It will be.
But the plan is to go as weekly as we can and be able to get back together with all of you on Sunday as we try to get through the cool season here in North America.
Yes.
For those of you in Australia and down under, you're just entering into your warm seasons. Lucky you.
Yeah.
You're going the other direction. So yeah, before we get into talking about group cruises, we're not really, we're worried about doing this topic. We thought this, we don't want this to be a sales pitch of, join our group cruise or join our patron. It's the opposite. It's like, guess what we have found inside this world of a cruise community that we never, ever expected.
Yeah. And so we've been fielding questions ever since we started the Patreon program with our channel. And we've been fielding questions, people asking us what it is and details about it. And so, I was responding to some emails about that this week, and Jerry was saying, like, what's the chatter going on? What should we have our topic about? And I said, well, this has really been a question that we get quite regularly is, what is patron? I don't know what it is. And I said, Jerry, until we were vloggers and YouTubing and going through this thing, I had no idea what a patron was or what this program was. And it wasn't until good friends of ours, Paul and Carol, that love to travel, had a patron page that I heard anything about it. And so we began following some of our favorite YouTubers and vloggers. And anyways, so we're going to talk about all that.
And we're going to talk about group cruises. The other question we get all the time concern is like, we're curious about the group cruise. We're not sure if we would fit in, or we're not sure if group cruise is for us. Mm-hmm. I was one of those people, even though I'm one of the ones that's hosting it now.
Absolutely. We were both very nervous going to our very first cruise. And the very first cruise we ever did, we were hosting. So I guess maybe even a little extra pressure. But it turned out to be a fabulous experience, so much so that we are addicted to cruising with groups right now and love it. I mean, don't get me wrong. There's some hiccups in the planning part of the travel agent part that we've been dealing with, but it's all worthwhile. And once we get on board the ship and we have a fabulous time with everybody. So we're just going to talk about that, talk about the community that has, we're
going to
come around from all of this.
And kind of take your questions on what it is. Give you our impression of what it's turned into. Also tell you some stories about what's happened in our Patreon group, because it's taken on a life beyond even what we imagined it to be.
Yeah, definitely.
And we want to talk about that because I don't think a lot of people know about it if they're not part of it. So it's kind of like that, what goes on at the country club behind the hedges, right? Mm. We're going to talk a little bit about that type of stuff, and also about group cruises if you have questions about that. Mm. And we don't have any big announcements about group cruises, so we're still working on some items there. Mm. But we do have that coming up in the next couple months. We have a plan that we think we're going to follow through with finally.
Yeah.
So we will go and cover a few other things we wanted to do before we get back to the main topic today. Mm-hmm. And let me click on all the right buttons, I hope. And here we go. What's new?
What's new?
So what's new in our content coming out? As a few people mentioned, they've been watching us in Bermuda. So we finally made it to Bermuda after 4 days at sea.
And we weren't sure we were ever going to make it there, so we were so thankful when we did. Yeah.
And so you're seeing us. We have 3 days in Bermuda. Really, it's like 2 half days and a full day, but we were there for 3 calendar days. And you saw us with the Sunset Cruise that just came out recently. You then saw us just very recently, 2 days ago. We released the video of us going into Hamilton, then doing a bus ride, then doing a shuttle ride.
We did every ride we could do. We got on a ferry, then we got on a city bus, then we did a shuttle. We just didn't find a train that day.
Let's explain something that we never explained in the video, though.
Oh, okay.
People that are here live are going to get special content on that video right now.
Okay.
So if you notice at the very beginning of the video, we bought tokens to get on the ferry, and we bought tokens for a return trip on the ferry.
We did.
Because we thought we were coming back on the ferry.
We thought we were coming back to Hamilton Bay, but we quickly realized that we weren't. And anyway, so I still have two tokens in my wallet to get on the ferry for Bermuda. So maybe there'll be a next time. Should have passed them to somebody at the port when we got off back in Brooklyn, so they could have them.
Brooklyn. Oh, yeah. I thought you meant back at the ship.
No, I meant Brooklyn for the next passengers that were getting on the cruise.
I thought maybe just some random person in Brooklyn you went by. If you happen to go to Bermuda after you finish carjacking that thing.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. But yes, we did sort of, and that's just how we roll. Things just come up and we're like, let's go do this. Let's do this. Let's go here. And sometimes those are the best days and you find, the best little secret spots.
Group cruise update. So, Caribbean Princess, we are at that stage now that if we haven't collected final payment, we'll be chasing for final payment. We have a couple weeks left.
We'll be, getting that done in the next coming days.
I think we have like 11 days left, 10 days left to process final payment. So we have a good group of folks coming on that. But that means that since we're not at final payment, there's still a chance. If you're looking to grab something last minute, we can throw a price your way. But we're getting close to the deadline. The next week, we'll be shutting it down and we'll be finalizing that group. Yeah. On the Caribbean Princess for 12 days to Central America, South America even. We've never been that far south.
No.
So that'll be exciting. And even the group T-shirts have been designed by someone and they're out now too.
That's right. If you're joining us on the Caribbean Princess, that you can check on the link on our private Facebook page to the group T-shirt for that cruise. So we're all going to wear our group T-shirt on embarkation day, get to know people when we're waiting in the terminal, and start the party.
And question or comment of the week. I really like this one because I could probably do like 4 lives in a row or maybe a 4-hour live about this topic alone.
Okay.
It was a funny one that came in. I didn't tell you that I was going to put this one up today. But it says to free up space to continue. I just had a message come on my screen, so hopefully you can still see us and hear us. Fingers crossed. The question and comment was, I wonder sometimes if people behind this design of new ships have actually sailed before or cruised before. I love that question because it gets popped into my mind many times as to when they design these ships, are they designing them for comfort and for the passengers? Are they designing them for efficiency to get more revenue, to make people more efficiently get to the places where there is more revenue? It feels like, especially dining seem to have a priority. Paid access parts of the ship that are upcharges is a priority. It really makes me wonder if you're making these decisions. Have you ever been just a cruise passenger on a normal cruise before?
Yeah.
So I'm sure they have been on a cruise before if they designed a ship. At least I hope.
So part of the reason why Jerry was so in love with the Island Princess and myself also is that we both have found that the older the cruise ship we have, the more space
the better
you get. There's more space.
Yeah.
So the venues are not as crowded. Often the cabins are more spacious. But we're finding on the newer ones, and this comment came through from someone who had just gotten off of the Sun Princess, and they were commenting on our Sun vlogs, Princess vlogs. And, we just felt that every common space on the Sun Princess was not large enough for the amount of people that were on the ship with us. Would have been fine if there were a few thousand less people, but we couldn't get into many venues. It was very hard to get a seat for 2 people, let alone 4. And so I don't know how people that are going with a big family group of 10 or 12 people, how you ever sort of navigate that, because it was a challenge for us. But we don't seem to have those challenges on the older ships. Like when we were on the Island Princess, same company, different, obviously, age of the ship, but there was so much space and you never felt like you were invading strangers' personal spaces when you were in lounges or theaters or whatever.
I don't know how many of you watched House Hunters before International.
Oh,
There was an
one of my favorite shows to watch, guys. That's why he's referring to it. He's now watching it.
There was an episode that I happened to catch out of the corner of my eye when I was doing some editing, and there was about this gentleman who was looking for a house. I think it was in like Copenhagen or somewhere in that area of Europe, where they design and build cruise ships.
Oh, yes.
And he was a designer of cruise ships, right?
Yes, he was moving to. He just got a job to help design cruise ships.
So I'm not sure if he's ever been on a cruise before. I'm not sure if they covered that in the episode.
Yeah, he has been.
Has he?
Jerry didn't watch the whole show. He only watches parts of shows because he's always so busy. But yes, he had been. He showed pictures of him as a child growing up and going on cruise ships.
Oh, okay.
And that's why he wanted to get into that job, because he loved cruising as a child. Yeah. You're trying to get that bug no matter what.
Trying to get the fly. He's right there.
He's gone.
He wants to be on camera.
Stop.
And now we have your trivia question of the day.
Oh.
Are you ready?
Maybe not.
Studies show that what activity creates the strongest cruise friendships that continue beyond the cruise? How relevant is that question? There you go.
Do I have multiple choice?
I'm giving you multiple choice. So get ready. We'll see if anybody gets the right answer here. It's going to be an A, B, C, or D.
All right. Read the question one more time.
Studies show that what activity creates the strongest bonds of people after the cruise ends? So when they stay friends beyond the cruise. Okay. Is it joining trivia teams?
Oh.
Is it dinner table assignments? Is it shore excursions together? Or is it meeting at the bar?
I'm going to say it's probably dinner table assignments, because you're sort of forced to spend an hour to 2 hours each night with strangers, and you get to know them if you're with them over a long period of time. So for us, definitely when we were, before we were vlogging and we were having shared tables with people, we met some wonderful people.
I'm watching the answers come in. Rob and Barbara have been disqualified.
Oh, why?
They gave answers E and F, I believe. Oh. Watching musicians and bingo was the answers.
That's funny. I was going to say dancing, because that's one of my joys, and I often meet other people that love to dance on the dance floor. But I see some I'm going C's, dinner table.
C's and B's I'm seeing so far.
Shore excursions. Yeah. We've met some wonderful people on shore excursions too.
Yeah? You never met anybody wonderful at trivia?
No. It's not my joy to do trivia. I've only ever done trivia when we're cruising with people that want to do trivia. So I've already met them.
That's where Paul and Carol hang out.
Yeah. Paul loves trivia. So.
And it's not meeting at the bar?
Well, sometimes, but I just feel like there's a longer quantity and a longer opportunity to really get to know somebody at a dining room table as opposed to a bar. So I'm saying
so it looks like table. A lot of dinner table excursions. Rob's sticking with E regardless.
Brian's saying all of the above, and I like that, Brian. I agree with you. Yeah.
Pool time, Yvonne is saying. And the official answer, based on the studies, is, I do have it here. I thought maybe I forgot to put the answer in. Last week, 2 weeks ago, I had the answer wrong. The answer is B, dinner table assignments.
There you go. Sorry.
I was just going to say that's a very interesting one for me, because this day and age, I think there's more and more people that come to the dining room. It's like, we would like a table for two, please. And when we do that ourselves, we do it a lot because we're vlogging. We don't want to film strangers. But I remember back in the day when it was just automatically assigned and you didn't know any different. You just got who you had. We had probably, at least half a dozen, if not 10 cruises where we just kind of got the people we got.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, and we made some wonderful friends there. We met some interesting people from all around the world. And we would even at times go out and do things on the ship with the people that we were having dinner with.
Yeah,
and we're not big karaoke people. But I think on one of our first cruises, we went to karaoke.
We went to karaoke because friends we had dinner with that we had met that was at our shared table, they had been going every night. And so they convinced the whole table that we were at a group with 4 other couples or 4 other couples. So there was a table of 10 of us. And we went, all of them, to support this one couple that liked to sing karaoke. We didn't get up and sing. Trust me, I wouldn't put anybody through that. But yeah, it's true.
So that's the trivia. You got it right this week.
I got it right this week. There you go. But there's lots of, I'm just reading the comments. A lot of people had some good ones. Teresa said the same as what I said, that she makes friends on the dance floor. I do too. I've had a great time. Brian and Athena said at the sail away dance party, meet people right away and start.
I don't do that.
Yeah.
Maybe on group cruises.
Maybe on group cruises. I'm sorry, just reading some more.
You're just reading?
Okay, we can go back.
Oh, we'll go back?
No, you can.
We're going back to the topic of the day.
Yes.
Yes. The topic of the day is the patron and the group cruise and the dynamics and how that works. I guess the starting point, I think, would be the biggest positive we have seen out of all this.
Okay.
Is that we thought that Patreon would be a place for people to help support their content creators that they watch and they enjoy. Because, like, as content creators, we are aware of the fact that the cost of cruising compared to the cost of what we get from YouTube is not the same. So there was like, oh, maybe there'll be some people that can help out and we'll make more and more content. And that is kind of what we thought the deal was going in. What we never expected.
What I will say before he continues on with that is that, for a while, the concept of Patreon was brought to my attention and Jerry's attention. And we were both like, no, this is not something that we feel comfortable with. We're not doing this. We're not doing this. And then all of a sudden we had supporters and followers on the channel asking about it. So it was because of you guys that we got convinced to do it. And boy, were our minds blown with the support and the love that we've received.
Yeah, Paul and Carol were like, really, you've got to do this. Trust us. You're going to see something you don't expect out of all this. And we were kind of really comfortable about doing the whole thing. And then we did it. And all of a sudden, before we knew it, we had this community of people that, instead of just people that watched our channel and were really curious about all their channel, they started making friends with each other.
Absolutely.
They started going on cruises together. Mm-hmm. They started going to each other's houses. They arranged trips when they're in certain parts of the country to get together and have like Canuckling meetups. Yeah. All this happened without us doing it. And before we knew it, we had a whole bunch of people that the common point was watching our videos or being part of our Patreon or going on a group cruise. Yeah. But they found like-minded people that loved cruising together. Yeah. And they love traveling the world. They found out quickly that people that like those same things as them are very much like themselves. And so all these people that were strangers, like we literally have a group that are, I don't know if they're just back from Greece or they're still in Greece right now. Yeah, and they went over there and they have traveled probably 10 times at least in the last couple of years together. None of these people knew each other.
Before our first group cruise.
And they joined the Patreon, they joined the group cruise, they went off and now they are traveling all on their own all over the place. And it's amazing to see the friendships that have developed. And that's one thing we didn't expect.
Yeah, we felt like it would give us a way to sort of get to know some of our followers better and for them to get to know us. So, being a part of the Patreon, I don't know if you can explain how the app works of that program, but we post things that we don't share on our lives or that we don't video, often behind the scene things. Sometimes it's personal things. Sometimes it's travel related things. Sometimes it's just silly things like, our backyard. I just posted that this afternoon because it's full of leaves and it just looks gorgeous right now. So sometimes it's just little things like that, but some more things it's about, this is a very helpful tip that we learned on this cruise and things like that.
Like a good friend of mine this week gave me, they were away on a trip last week for Thanksgiving and they were somewhere and they saw a little sticker. It says chicken nugget experts. They bought me this sticker and they gave it to me. And, this is an example. We took a picture of this and shared it with her. Like, silly little thing. And then you wouldn't believe what took off from the chicken nugget thing.
Oh, gosh. Yeah. Costumes, whole themes. But anyways, watching the friendships that developed from people that joined us is what has been the biggest joy for us. Yeah. Is seeing, and then like every now and then we'll get a picture will pop up from our chat group with our Patreon members. And there'll be 2 or 4 or 6 of our Patreon members that have met somewhere, whether it's on a cruise ship or at a restaurant in a different state or wherever. And they've shared pictures of them getting together without us. It had nothing to do with Jerry and I. And that's just the most heartwarming side of it for us.
And you don't even have to be part of Patreon to have that happen, because we've had a lot of people that have joined simply on our group cruises. Yeah. And they've had the same experience. They're still hanging out with those people. Sometimes some are patrons, some aren't patrons, some are group cruisers. Yeah. And they're going off on other cruises together, or they're waiting for the next group cruise to have the opportunity to get together again. Then they're sharing travel plans. They can hook up before and after, stay at the same hotel. Yes. All those things, all the things about travel that are sometimes better when you're with other people doing other things. Yeah. And it's funny because, as you pointed out, I can be a little bit introverted at times and people are not my thing. And so like group cruising and Patreon, all that stuff, it was very uncomfortable feeling to me. Mm-hmm. I just wanted to make the videos and send them out, and I've done my part.
He loves working in his office with the computer stuff and all of that. That's his happy place. He enjoys editing the videos and he, obviously we enjoy cruising and he wanted to share that experience with people that haven't experienced it. But yeah, the idea of the first group cruise, Jerry was a little bit overwhelmed about it.
Yeah, but since then I can't explain how it feels to me that you have these instant connections with people, and if anything, it's kind of a weird thing. I guess I can vouch for those people that might be shy or hesitant or not wanting to go on a group cruise or be part of
Or
groups.
naturally more introverted.
Yeah, because I would be one of those people saying, I don't want to go with that group. I would just hang out with the two of us for this cruise and don't want to do that. But after I've been a part of it and I've done it, I would say to people, trust me, do it, because you're going to meet people and you're going to have an instant connection. Like, introverted people take a while to warm up to people, right? Mm-hmm. I didn't have that transition with our group and our patrons. It was like, I felt like I knew these people forever from the day I met them. There was such a strong connection.
Yeah.
And I feel that's how the group also feels with each other, not just us and them, that there's that dynamic with each other. So like, we had someone contact us about one of our group cruises we have coming up. And the email was very honest. She said, listen, we're a little bit older. We're not sure if we're going to fit in with this group. We've never been on something like this before. Do you really think that we'd fit in or anybody would talk to us?
Yeah, we love following your vlogs and we like you guys, but we're afraid of joining a group and afraid we're too old and we won't fit in or whatever. And I went, absolutely not. Of course, everybody's welcome at every age. And, we've had group cruises where there's been people in their 30s joining us with people all the way up into their 80s. And it's been wonderful. And you watch everybody interact seamlessly. And it's just been fabulous.
Yeah, one of the things that we try to make sure we do on our group cruises is it's not one of those cruises where you go on and you're going to see us 2 or 3 times, doing a presentation throughout the week, and that's the level of it. Is like literally like cruising with friends and family.
We're at the Lido pool this afternoon. Come join us, or we're going to this bar for happy hour. Come join us.
Yeah, we're going to the theater. We'll grab some seats. We're all going to sit there and cheer on together. What are we doing tonight? Anybody want a nightcap? Let's go to the midnight buffet, or even like. When with messaging now on ships, we can kind of communicate if you're not together. Like people saying, Jerry, there's chicken nuggets at the buffet right now. So I can get the alerts from people for important things going on around the ship.
That's very important for him. Yes, he has people scouting out where the best food is for him on board the ship.
Yeah, but I think the thing that I'm most proud of our channel for doing is to bringing the other people together.
Yeah,
us too. Like we thought it was going to be about us and others, and it was going to be that single relationship with all the different people that follow us. Mm-hmm. But it wasn't. It was the opposite. It was like, holy wow, there's a whole thing going on here that's nothing to do with us. Yeah. We were the starting point, but we were not, the end of it.
Yeah.
Should we get more comments? We can kind of continue with the comments. We'll kind of roll in more of the, because there are probably more details that come up that we've forgotten. Yeah. Leighton's life, I believe.
You're at 2:07. Oh, you don't have the time on your screen. It's very funny. We're both using the same program, but on 2 different screens. And, it shows up differently on the computers. So every now and then we get caught up.
One's YouTube and one's another one.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Steve and Crystal.
Okay.
They're saying that this community has meant the world to Crystal and I. We are so grateful for the new forever friendships we've made.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah. And it's funny because you get to know people and you get to know them on a really good level when you spend a whole week with them every single day doing stuff with people, right? And quickly found out that Crystal is a phenomenal photographer.
She is.
My goodness.
Yeah. Yeah, if she ever wants another sideline job, she needs to start professionally doing it because she's my official photographer every time I go. I'll be standing somewhere right beside Crystal, and we'll both be looking at the same thing. And we'll both be using the same phone, taking a picture. Mine looks like crap, and hers is gorgeous. I'm like, can I have that picture that you just took?
we always have Facebook groups that are active, and we're going on group cruises that are specific to the group. And Crystal started posting her pictures, and I'm like, oh my, who is this person? I kept looking, and it's got to the point where like I couldn't wait to see her pictures every day.
And she took pictures of couples throughout the cruise, and some of them have gone and had them framed because she took such lovely pictures of everybody with couples and formal nights and stuff like that. But anyways, wonderful, talented people.
Yeah. Dawn is saying, loved our July Alaska trip with Jill and Simon. So these are 2 couples that didn't know each other before Patron and joined in our group cruises.
One literally met online the first time through us.
Through us, a chat online, because we do video chats with our patron members, depending on different patron levels. But we're usually busy every month or 2 with different groups. Mm-hmm. And anyways, we've got Dawn in Alaska, we get Jill and Simon in the UK, and here they are
Dawn's not in Alaska; she's in Michigan.
Oh, sorry, and they're going to Alaska together. Michigan can be like Alaska some days. And so there you go. There's an example of a couple that just kind of through this whole getting together in this cruise community ended up traveling together. And I was so jealous because I wanted to be on that.
He did.
It was Kennard, and I really wanted to get back to Kennard, but nobody will let me.
That's not true. It was a work commitment because we did look 2 or 3 times to join them, but he couldn't get away from work that time.
Gail is saying, maybe you got a problem. We need to reach out a little bit better to the people about the T-shirts. She says that she saw the T-shirt pop up once, but never seen it again. So Facebook can be like that.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, it is in Facebook if you want to go onto the Facebook, but maybe I can go back into Facebook and pin it or something.
Pin it, or we'll find some way.
So it was on Facebook the first evening, and then Steve messaged me and said, Jill, you have the wrong year on it because it was 2025. So I took it down and edited it and put it back up the next morning. So maybe that's the issue, but it is correct, and the right one is there now. So hopefully you can find it, Gail.
Hey, Roberta is saying Canucklings are like an extended family with whom we now share travel and special times with off the ship as well.
Yes.
One of the things that I like is our we have different tiers in Patreon, but we have a Crown and Diet tier. And what we have with them is we have this Google shared calendar. And it's the neatest thing, because what we've asked people to do is
if you want,
they can share whenever they're traveling in the future on this calendar. And people can see when all the different Canucklings are traveling all over the world. And what happens is someone will say, I'm looking at cruising at this time. Oh, look, Jill and Simon are going to Alaska. I'm going to see if I can join them, right? It becomes this repository of vacations all over the place that you can say, hey, I know those people from the group cruise. I'm going to see if they wouldn't mind us joining them and having a good time. And sometimes you go to parts of the world where you're not comfortable with, but someone that you've met on a group cruise has done it before, and you kind of have, you use their experience to make the trip more seamless and not so scary traveling to new places. So it's amazing how it does feel like an extended family for sure. Let's see.
You see Kelly's?
I see Kelly's. Just a second. I got to turn this one off and turn Kelly's post on. There we go.
Kelly's saying, cruising Canuckling friends are the best and so helpful for cruise ideas, tips, and tricks. We are the most grateful. And that's true. Like, a lot of people will message us on Patreon or Discord and ask us about something. And Jerry and I are like, I don't know, we haven't traveled there and we haven't experienced that. But then, Bruce and Kate might have done it. So they'll chime in and say, this is what we did. Or Paul and Wanda will. And it's just wonderful that the community is there to help, Yeah,
I guess maybe we should explain a couple of terms that you might be hearing that you don't know if you're not patrons, right? So we have what's called a patron program, and it has a website that people join. And from there, they can get special posts from us. So we'll put up things like, we're thinking of doing a patron-only cruise. Here's the details. What do you guys think? Would you be interested in this? Or we'll post something like, the video just came out early today for patrons. Would you like to go on there and watch it? Here's the link to watch it before it goes public. That type of stuff. But then we also have something called Discord. You may have heard of Discord, but it's basically like a chat room. So we have our own custom version of it where we talk about different things, everything from group cruises to if you're on a ship, you go there and you post your pictures when you're on the ship so that everybody can see in the group. We've got places you can ask questions about dining, drinks, excursions. So it kind of becomes this big community. It's like this more personalized version of Facebook is the way I would describe it.
And then we have a general chat. So anything that you're needing help with. So one of our patron members this week is going to Europe, and they said, can somebody help me sort out a SIM card? I've never done it before. What do I need to do? So before I could even answer it, there was somebody else that had already, told them what they use and what would be best and how to do it. So that sort of thing.
So it's more of a discussion. It's another way for people to be able to interact, and
it's kind of similar to a Facebook page private group, but it's just that much more private. So people are able to sort of get to know each other more.
And a lot of times it's like asking friends and friends, and they kind of trust each other, and you don't have to worry about people telling you stuff that unless you know them and trust them type of thing, right? And do you see any more that you want me to jump to, or should I just keep on going here?
Jill and Simon, do you see them?
Jill and Simon. Yeah, we can say what we can say. Is that the one? Yeah, I found it.
What can we say? Our group are truly incredible. It isn't just about cruising. We share so much more, and we feel the love near and far. Our lives have truly changed for the better. Yes, you're right. It's not all just about cruising and traveling, Jill. Thank you. I just want to say that, going back to the picture that Jerry just showed about the chicken nugget expert, there was this big line that Jill was involved in a chat with a whole group of other people this week. Next thing I knew, they were finding dresses for me to buy that had chicken nuggets on it. Can you imagine?
Delicious.
These are the things we talk about. Some of it's goofy and funny and just great fun.
Yeah, it's like having a group chat with all your best friends and all your travel mates all in one is what Discord's kind of like having. And the one comment that stuck out that Jill put in there that made me chuckle was the fact that everybody was going on and having a good laugh. And she's like, stop it. because I'm trying to work today. You guys like we
Yeah.
were distracting her from working because the discussion was so insane.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes, and Jill knows a lot about chicken nuggets. Trust me, she married into the chicken nuggets. Oh, what's your favorite ship? Little off-topic, quick one.
Go ahead.
That wasn't very quick.
I don't have that answer. My favorite ship.
Queen Elizabeth.
Is it?
Volendam.
Ooh.
Island Princess, in that order.
Oh, wow. Oh, yeah.
You can't even name one?
I can't do it. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I love the small ship
You're out of
experience,
here.
but they're older ships. And so therefore I keep going back to loving the decor and some of the experiences. So I think what pops in my head is Enchanted Princess is one of my favorite that I've been on. And we've been on it quite a few times, but love it. So
Do you
there
finally
you
give an answer?
Yeah, I
was
said
gonna,
Enchanted
I was going to
Princess.
kick you out of the show if you didn't have an answer. I was taking Bruno, and
Oh, that's it. I was done.
you're free to
I'm
go
fired.
to go cruise until you find one.
Yeah, that's right. I'm thinking my next cruise might be my favorite ship. So I hate to answer that right now.
We've got Ob and Steve checking in from the Brilliant Lady on their way to St. Martin.
Oh, nice. Wonderful. Hope you're having a wonderful cruise.
And it's funny because it isn't really about the paid features. It isn't so much about the even having to go on a group cruise with us. I find that even we're building community here in this live chat. We see the same people over and over again. We find out where they're traveling. We remember it from the week before. Same thing with our Facebook group, our public Facebook, or it's private Facebook group that anybody can join, where we're seeing updates from people and pictures from their travels around the world. So there's so many different ways to get involved that it's all become this big, huge community. Love to travel?
Yeah. Says, can't wait to be able to join one of the group cruises. Scheduling is difficult when you have a business. Until then, hoping there will be a great get together in land to meet in person. Teresa and Gus. So Teresa and Gus is at our highest level of patron members. I hope they don't mind me sharing that. And unfortunately, the timing of the group cruises, they haven't been able to join us. And so we've yet to meet them in person. We have video chats with them every month. And then we chat throughout Discord and stuff. And so we feel like we know them, that they're really good friends, but yet we haven't yet met them in person. So we are trying to arrange. Hopefully it's sooner than later. I'll be able to give you a date that we can sort of get together in southern Ontario for a visit or a meal.
Yeah, we've met some people in Ontario that were patrons, but that was at our house. So there you go. It's not just like in the internet. There's some real people that come to your real house. This one we're in today. Yeah. It becomes that personal, that real. Like that's what amazes me.
It's friends.
Yeah. And loved your Bermuda. Ever going to do a Hawaii cruise? Another quick one to you.
Are we ever going to do Hawaii group cruise? The answer to that is we want to. Do we have it on the books? We don't, but we've sort of talked about doing it. So one of the things that we do, and we haven't done it yet, but we have them on the books, is we have group cruises for anybody to join. And then we have patron cruises where they're usually a little bit longer and a little bit more expensive than your average 7-day Caribbean cruise.
A little more exotic, usually different.
And exotic locations. So we've sort of played with the idea. So like, for instance, we're having a patron cruise in May and it's going out of Venice area and disembarks in Rome. And it's going to some beautiful spots. So that's a patron group cruise. We're thinking about doing the same thing for Hawaii cruise. So I guess that wasn't a quick answer, but we're thinking that it might be a patron cruise as opposed to an open group cruise, just because they're a little bit more expensive and it's harder to get a bigger group on them. Is that the answer?
Yeah. Hawaii's a tough one. Because either you cruise a lot of sea days to get very few days there, or you go there and cruise more expensively just around there on the Norwegian.
Right.
What's it called?
So we've talked about doing a Hawaii cruise. It's been a cruise we've wanted to do for ourselves. And we keep saying, oh, will 5 days at sea be like boring, or what will we think? And so part of the reason why we said, let's do group cruise on it is that we know that we'll be busy on the sea days hanging out with everybody and getting to know everybody. So we think it's kind of the perfect setup for a group.
Nancy loves House Hunters.
Yeah. You'll have to find that episode. Yeah, I deleted it after we watched it, so I can't even reference what it was.
I want to go on House Hunters.
You do?
Yeah.
Yeah. Where are you moving?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Scotland. Ireland. Newfoundland.
Well, I don't think you're going to get on House Hunters International and going to Newfoundland, but
Why not?
good luck.
Isn't House Hunters is an American show, so technically that would be international.
Oh yeah, but it's not international for you. Mm-hmm.
Oh, Nancy's chiming in on the newer ships have less space.
Yes.
Same thing on Royal Caribbean. I think
Okay.
she's saying older ships have larger venues. That's why I've been really campaigning hard for us to go on an older Royal Caribbean ship.
Yeah, we do want to do that. It hasn't happened yet. It just hasn't worked with the timeline and scheduling. But we will hopefully do a few more Royal Caribbeans, but we'll probably do the older ones.
And update from some of our patrons out on the East Coast. Paul and Wanda fly to Barcelona on Friday.
On their very first Virgin next Sunday on a transatlantic back to Miami. What would be your advice for your very first Virgin cruise?
Stay in the hammock and never leave. But the problem is you have to go eat somewhere, and there's not a lot of food that's enjoyable.
Oh, stop it.
And their room service doesn't work.
Stop
so
it.
you got to leave at some point.
Don't be negative now.
The hammock
There
is
is some great food on that ship, and you're going to love it.
Yeah, I
It'll
think
be
Wanda
wonderful.
and Paul probably like more like you, like some seafood and normal food, right?
Yeah, they're not a picky pants like you.
They're not like into the nuggets.
You're going to have wonderful
pizza, meatloaf.
I keep thinking back to, like, it's the only cruise ship I've ever been on where you can just walk up somewhere and they give you a bag of candy. That little the hot, the social club area where they have popcorn and hot dogs and like Swedish berry type candies, stuff like that.
They should have pogos. They could win me over with pogos.
That's what they
Those
should
are
do,
called
right?
corn dogs in some other parts of the world.
Mhm.
And I'm just trying to get past a bunch of people with the trivia answers that I'm running into here.
Lauren has a question for you.
Oh, yeah? Where's that?
Can you see it?
No. You start with the question and I'll
The
find it.
question is, what is your favorite Canadian ice cream?
Oh, there we go. Does he need brand or flavor?
I don't know.
What's the brand up here that everybody likes? Farquhar's?
No, that's a local one. Chapman's is a Canadian company that's
Yeah,
pretty popular.
what's the one
Fourth
at-
of Lakes.
What's the one out of in Manitoulin Island there?
But he says, oh, yeah, that's Farquhar's.
That's Farquhar's? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
I'm not the one to answer the question. I might eat ice cream once a year. I don't dislike it, but I don't really love it. I'm much more likely to go after a plain salty chip snack as opposed to an ice cream snack.
Let's make it easier and go flavor then.
Oh, okay. What's your favorite flavor?
This will shock the world.
Oh, yeah.
Chocolate chip.
There you
So,
go.
like, don't get chocolate chips and put them in vanilla ice cream.
Yeah.
Get chocolate ice cream, put chocolate chips in it. That's, sometimes if you can get some Rolos there and put some Rolos in that as well,
there you go.
then I think, but you can't put any Reese's Pieces in it because I'm not supposed to have peanuts.
My favorite ice cream flavor, if I'm to have it, and the only time I sort of dig in and have it is if I see salted caramel ice cream flavor somewhere. That's my favorite. Mm-hmm.
Barbara wants to know what you think of the Princess Regal or the Regal Princess.
We haven't been on it yet. We've heard wonderful things, but we haven't cruised on it personally.
Funny you should say. That was one of the ones this morning in my 2-hour search for cruises that I kept coming up to and saying, we should go on this one here, the Regal Princess.
Yeah.
So not yet, but it could be coming in the future if I can convince someone.
Mm-hmm.
And Doug is here from the new Staunton, the
Awesome.
Billboard Onboard.
Oh, enjoying some great music. Hope you're having a wonderful time.
What song are they playing? Is the one that she would like?
I was just going to say. Mhm.
Oh, hit the like button, Warren says. We never tell
please
people
do
that. We're
hit
really
the like button.
we're really bad at that.
Mm-hmm.
And I see Steve wants Doug to say. Doug is saying the Canuckling family is the best. Yeah, he's part of the Canuckling family too. But where is Doug? He's on.
He's in New Stondon.
Yeah, but where?
Oh, in Europe somewhere.
In Europe. So I'm just trying to think. He's probably at least 5 or 6 hours ahead. He's probably 9 o'clock at Billboard on board, having a nice cold drink. Doesn't that sound awful?
That sounds horrible.
In Europe.
Yeah.
And Rhoda is telling a story for you.
Says, I remember talking to Jill the first time and knew right away we made a great decision to join the group cruise. P.S. I was so nervous. It's wonderful. Yeah, I mean, that's one of the things so when we did our very first group cruise, we just sort of announced and it had everybody book on their own and they met us on the ship and it was kind of a little bit of disorganized chaos. So we learned from that. And our next group cruise, we booked as a group. And so when you book as a group, we have to be in contact with you personally. So when we got to the point that we had done talking on the emails and that, and I called to get the booking official with them, But I got to do that with everybody on this last group cruise. And it was so wonderful because I spoke to so many people that I'd never met before. But by the time you get off the phone with them, you feel like, okay, this is great. We've got another wonderful, exciting couple joining us and we're going to have a great time. So it's for me too, Rona, when I speak with people on the phone for the first time and hear they're excited about the cruise and we just chat naturally, I'm like, this is going to be wonderful. Another family member joining us. That's what it feels like. Yeah.
I'm usually sitting in the other room eavesdropping.
Yeah. He's too introverted to actually do the phone calls. That's my role.
But I get a good chuckle at it because a lot of times it'll be like, Jill will say, hi, it's Joe calling from the Cruisy Canucks. And they'll be like, yeah, I know your voice. I know who you are. And it's kind of funny to me because
that has happened a few times.
That's always our challenge on group cruises. Like people kind of know us and even know our details, what we drink, what we eat, and from watching the videos, but we don't know them at all. So like,
but it's kind of nice when you're on a group cruise and you walk into a bar and someone walks up with your favorite cocktail for you because they already know what you want. So
and they
that's
give
happened.
you chicken nugget alerts.
Chicken nugget alerts.
Pinky Gal says they did an older Royal Caribbean ship to Bermuda and loved it.
Yes.
Yeah. So what do you think? Can we convince Mrs. Canuck go on an older Royal Caribbean?
Going to Bermuda. I want to do exactly what you did.
No, just commit to that ship. Not that ship, but that style of ship.
Yeah, I will. I have no problem. I just don't want to go on, the ones with 6,000 people and that sort of thing. I have no desire to go on the large ships.
Gail is saying that she's heading to Tampa on Halloween for an older Royal Caribbean ship, and they'll let us know.
Yeah, hopefully it's wonderful, Gail.
Yeah, I was looking at Tampa Bay Royal Caribbean. Which one was it? Enchantment of the Seas, I think it was going out of Tampa. So.
Oh, Warren's going back to the ice cream comment. He's saying Cows, which is an Eastern Canadian brand, right? I think it's based out of Nova Scotia or PEI or somewhere around there. It's out East Coast.
Yeah, I remember that when we were out there. Yeah. I don't know if we get that in Ontario, though.
Yeah, I'm not
sure. At least not in this part of Ontario.
Not normally.
And Brenda says that she's on the Regal Princess in
November 2026.
There you go.
Nice. Kate is saying that she's with me with the salted caramel. Big favorite.
Salted caramel.
Oh, what did I say?
Yeah.
I thought maybe I misspoke. 6 hours ahead.
Doug is 6 hours. Going to be in Malta
tomorrow. Nice.
And Brian is saying Regal is a great ship. There you go. This is the advantage of having a community, right? We don't know, and we're sure that someone usually knows something in the community.
Yeah. Okay. Great. Yeah, we haven't been on them yet, but
Majestic.
We are definitely looking at it.
And Majestic keeps coming up for me when I search for, I think, British Isles. The Majestic does that in the summertime. So that's why I've seen Majestic come up in some of my cruise hunting.
Yeah. Excellent.
And I think we made it through all the comments.
We did.
Wow.
I think so.
We did good
we maybe
today.
skipped a few that were just saying hi and that sort of thing. But I think we answered all the questions.
Hey, late to the party. Cat. Raining in South Carolina.
There you go.
There you go. It's raining almost more places than it's sunny today. So I think that's the last of the comments, unless someone has a last dying comment. Nope. So, but thank you because, first of all, thank you because you come here Sundays and you join in, you talk to us. We make this the highlight of our day on Sundays is have a chance to reach out. It feels like we reach out to the entire world from our basement. It's kind of weird, but it's so amazing that, and we usually get off these calls and we shut off the lights and we're like, how was that? It's like just amazing because you just feel like you've just hung out with your friends for an hour. So, and then you go on a group cruise, it's like doing that every day for 7, 10, 12 days. Yes. So, and when you do it on Discord, it's like, it feels like 24 hours a day because you'll wake up in the morning and someone's got a comment and they're talking back and forth.
So true. And especially because you're dealing with people with different time changes. So there's lots of times I wake up in the morning and I haven't even said this to anybody before, but the first thing I do in the morning when I look at my phone, and often I'll see a message on there in Discord from Jill and I'm like, oh, Jill's up and about and this is what's going on today. So it's always like a nice way to sort of start your morning. Yeah, or end your night, because that's generally when I respond to stuff if we get busy during the day. And then before I start reading my book at bedtime, I'll look at the phone and respond to a whole bunch of comments and questions. So it's great.
So last thing before we head out is the lives. So I mentioned at the very beginning, in case you didn't join us right away, that we are doing lives every week now.
We are.
So we'll be back next week, which is exciting. So we're going to talk about our upcoming cruise, which is very exciting. New cruise line. It's going to be interesting, let's just say, on so many different levels, and we're excited about it, though. So
we really are. It's going to be It's going to be something that we have dreamt about doing for years, and we didn't know that we could ever do it, but we've made it work this year, and so we're very happy about
Should
it.
we give them just one word to know next week what we're going to talk about?
Okay, what's one word?
The name of the cruise line?
Oh, sure.
Sure.
Go ahead.
So next week, join us. We're going to talk about our upcoming cruise on Seabourn. We actually found one we could afford. So join us next week. We're going to talk all about that new adventure and new cruise line for us and what we're hoping to find out for you when we get on board. Because we know there's a lot of people with a lot of questions about that. So we'll be doing that next Sunday at 2:00.
Mm-hmm.
So goodbye, everybody. And thank you all for joining us today. And if you're listening to and repeat, thanks for watching it. And chime in the comment section. We usually follow up and keep on answering the questions well after the live's done. So,
that's right.
Okay, so enjoy the rest of your Sunday. And we will see you in 1 week's time.
Bye for now.
Bye.